Hello students. So in the previous chapter we had completed that of the question answers for some natural phenomenon, and today we will start with the new topic student, and that is light. So that is chapter 16, light. Okay. So when we talk about the light student, what is light? Actually light is a form of energy. Okay, so the first thing that comes to our mind, that light is what? It is a form of energy. Okay, so it is a form of energy which enable us to see object. Okay, so it basically produces a sensation in our eyes, and due to which we are able to see the things or see the object which is present around us. So we can say that it is a form of energy. It produces sensation to our eyes, and thus enable us to see object. Okay, so basically light is what? It is a form of energy. We said light energy. So it is a form of energy which enable us to see the object which is present around us, which is present surrounding to us. Okay. Actually what happens student, basically when this light rays comes and fall on an object, the object used to reflect the light, and after reflection this light will comes to our eyes, and because of that we are able to see the thing. So we can say that light rays gets reflected by an object and thus makes us to see the object. Okay students, so basically we are able to see the object, it is because of the reflection. So you see here student, what happened here? If suppose this is a marker, how I am able to see this marker? Because light rays falls on this marker, and from here it get reflected, and after reflection it enters to our eyes, and due to which I am able to see this object, see this marker. So we are able to see the things because of the reflection of the light. Okay, so light get reflected from object, and thus we are able to see the light. So these things, this is what, this is a general terms, a general thing about that of the light, that what we understood by the term light. Okay, so it is a form of energy, and this form of energy, it produces a sensation in our eyes, and due to which we are able to see the thing clearly. Not only the students, light rays are actually reflected by an object. When it falls on an object, it gets reflected, and finally it makes us to see the object clearly. Okay. Now there are some terms that we use in the, especially in that of the light chapter, that we already have discussed, also studied in class 6th and that of 7th. Let me remind you again all these terms, and then we will move forward in this chapter. So the first thing is source of light. Source of light, it means from where we get the light. Okay, you know that object, to see any object we need light. If there will be no light, is it possible for you to see the things? No. If I switch off the light, is it possible for to see the objects present in the room? No. So it is because of the light only we are able to see the object. So we can say that there must be some sources by which light is produced and which makes us to see. So sources of the light, if we talk students, so basically there are two sources of the light. The first one is the natural source, natural source is there, and the second one is the man-made source. Natural source is what? A source which we obtain from the nature. So, if the nature is providing light to us, that kind of source is the natural source. Let me write it. The light which is produced in nature. Okay, man-made light which is given by man-made object. So what are these objects, students, which is made by man and that emit light, that gives light? So these are, you know that a lot of the thing you use in our houses by which light is emitted, like tube light. Tube light is there, or electric bulb is there, lamp, etc. So these are what? These are the man-made object and which emits the light. So we will consider them in the man-made sources. Now if we talk about that of the natural sources, students, so in case of a natural source, light rays which is produced, which is given by that of the nature. So what kind of objects are there present in the nature which produces light? That is, the most important is the sun. You know that sun is the greatest source of the light on the earth. Okay, so sun, then star. Okay, star also produces light. It is it present in the nature. It is not a man-made thing. Then firefly. Okay, so these are the examples by which we can say that these are the sources of that of the light. Okay, so these are a part of the nature and they produce light, and that is why we will consider them as a natural source of light. If we talk about the man-made source, so the object which is made by man, which is artificially made, is given by when it gives the light, we will take it in the man-made source, and that is tube light, electric bulb, lamp. All these things will come in a man-made source of light. Now you see here. Next we will see, students, that source of light is over. Then we will see the another one that we are knowing about it. That is luminous and non-luminous object. So you see, luminous object and non-luminous object. Okay, luminous and non-luminous object. What are the luminous objects, student? It means the object which emits its own light. That object are known as the luminous object, which is having its own light, which emits its own light. That is the luminous object. So we can write it, the objects which emits its own light is luminous object. Okay, so object which emits its own light is known as the luminous object. Non-luminous are what, students? The object which do not emits its own light, that is known as a non-luminous object. Okay, so luminous object which emits its own light are known as the luminous object. Non-luminous object or the object which do not emit its own light, that is the non-luminous object. Now I see here, student, what are the different examples of that of the luminous and non-luminous. So luminous, you see sun. So sun is having its own light, so it emits its own light. You know that, student, if we talk about the moon, so moon is what we used to say at night moon is there. Okay, so basically you know that the moon does not emit its own light, but it actually reflects the light which is coming from that of the sun. So it does not having its own light, so we will consider them in the non-luminous, not in that of the luminous. Luminous is what which emits its own light, which is having its own light, that are known as luminous. So star will be the luminous, sun will be the luminous, stars will also be the luminous, and firefly. So firefly will also comes in a luminous object. Then if we talk about the non-luminous, students, so obviously all the objects which do not emit the light, that are known as the non-luminous. So a lot of things are there, like chair is there, like wood is there, like trees are there, okay, moon, etc. So lot more things are there which do not emit light, that is the non-luminous object. So moon we will also consider them in a non-luminous, since it does not have its own light, but it reflects the light which is coming towards that of the sun. So that comes under the non-luminous object. Now we will see, this is the luminous and non-luminous. Source of light we have discussed, natural source and man-made. Now how the light used to travel? So you see, students, light it used to travel in a straight path. We are knowing about it that light travels in a straight path. When it is not possible to see the things. There was an activity which is given in the previous class, which we are already know. Let me remind you that if suppose we will take a paper and we will roll it and keep a candle, and with the help of that paper, if we see that of the candle, it is possible to see the candle. But if we bend the paper, it is difficult to see that, which proves that the light travels in a straight path. Okay, so we can say that light travels in straight line, straight path. So thus the straight path of light on which it travels is known as rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of the light, student. It means if light travels in a straight path, that kind of a path shown by the light, we consider them in the rectilinear propagation of light. So this is what? This is the rectilinear propagation of light. Now you see here, student, if we talk about the light travels through a path. Okay? If it is traveling along a straight path, so we can say that it is traveling along a path. So the narrow path on which the light travel is known as a ray of light. So we can define it, that is a narrow path along which the light travels is known as ray of light. Ray of light. So ray of light is what, student? A narrow path along which a light travels is the ray of. And if we talk about the ray of light, so what is the speciality of the ray? What is ray? A line is there, students. So a light is going, okay. So is it possible for you to tell that in which direction it is traveling? No. Until and unless you will put an arrow. When you put an arrow, then you will understand. Either it can be here or it can be here. So you will say that the ray of light going in the forward direction. If a light ray is coming here, how will you come to know that where in which direction it is moving? If suppose if you put a direction like this, then you will say that a ray of light is coming towards us. So how can you say this is a ray? Ray, it means it is telling the path of the light. So by putting the arrow, we can determine the ray of the light. We can tell the path along which the light is traveling. That we can understood it by putting an arrow there. Okay, so ray of light is what? It is a narrow path. It is telling the path along which the light is traveling. Okay, so in which direction the light, a fine light is traveling, that is the ray of light. Now, when there is a more ray of light together move, then we will say, what is that? That is the beam of light. So what is the beam of light, students? A group of light rays. A group of light rays. A group of light rays traveling along the path known as beam of light. So beam of light, students. So a group of light rays which is traveling along a path, that is known as a beam of light. Okay. Now if we talk about the light ray, students, okay, light is traveling, a ray of light is there which is having an arrow, it is moving in a particular direction, the light is moving in a straight path. So light can travel along the material also, and on that basis from which the material, through which the light rays can pass, we had differentiate the material also. On the basis of the traveling of the light, on the basis of the light can pass through that of the material. So on that basis, students, we had defined the types of that of the object, and that is transparent, then translucent, and opaque. So when we talk about the transparent object, so it is that material which allows all the light rays to pass through it, and such kind of a material is known as a transparent material. So we can say the material which allows all the light rays to pass through it, that is known as a transparent material. What are the examples of a transparent material? So you see, students, glass is there. If you take an example, then you can understand it. Glass. The things which is made up of a glass, students, so it will be very easy to see the other side of the material. So glass, we will consider them in a transparent object. It allows all the light rays to pass through it. So beam of a light, when falls through that of the glass, it will allow all the light to pass through it, and thus we can see the other side. We can see the things very clearly in case of a transparent object or transparent material. In case of a translucent, C-E-N-T. In case of a translucent object, student, these are the materials which allow a few amount of a light to pass through it. So we can write the materials which allows few light rays to pass through it is the translucent object or translucent material. If we see the example of that of the translucent material, students, so you see tissue paper. So tissue paper is what? It will allow the few amount of a light to pass through it. So we can take an example of a translucent. What about the opaque object? If a beam of a light falls on that of the opaque object, it will reflect all the light which falls on it, and if it reflect all the light, students, so none of the light will pass through it. Okay, so we can say that opaque materials are the material which do not allow light rays to pass through it. Example, student, if you see the example, wood. So example is wood. Okay, so in case of opaque, wood is there. So you see wood or the thing which is made up of a cement. So is it possible to see the object sitting in the next classroom? No. Why is it so? Because the object by which the wall is made up of, it will not allow the light particles to pass through it, and thus we cannot see the person who is sitting in the next room. But if a door is made up of, or if you can take an example of a wooden door, so is it possible to see the things inside to that of the wood? If a door is closed, and is it possible to see from that of the wooden door inside to that of the classroom? You will say no. Why is it so? Because wood do not allow light to pass through it, and thus we are not able to see the object which is present inside that of the room. But if the door is made up of a glass, so you know that glass will allow all the light to pass through it, and thus if the door is made up of a glass, you can see that who is sitting in the classroom or in the other room. So it will allow all the light to pass through it. That is why a transparent material. It will allow few amount of a light to pass through it. That is why they are known as a translucent material. And this is the opaque. Opaque, it means the material which do not allow light particles to pass through it. Now we will understand. Now on that basis, students, we will understand that is a reflection of light. What is a reflection of light, students? See, if an object is there and when a beam of light falls on it, it will reflect. It will make the light to go or to bounce back to the other direction. That is known as the reflection of the light. So we can say that reflection of the light is the bouncing back of the light. Bouncing back of the light. When a light rays strike on a surface in a medium, the light rays will bounce back in the same medium from that of the smooth surface is known as reflection of the light. So we can see when a beam of light in a medium falls on a smooth surface, student, smooth surface, it gets bounce back to the other direction in the same medium known as reflection of light. So you see here student, if a surface is there and we consider this surface is a smooth surface. Okay, why we are considering a smooth surface student? Because it is an even surface. Okay, you know that if the surface is an even, then it will allow all the light which is falling on it to bounce back in the same direction. Okay, and that is why we are talking about that of the smooth surface. Although reflection of light also take place in the rough surface, but the direction of the light, the bouncing back of the light, when the light gets reflected in the other direction, the direction of that of the reflected light will be different. They get scattered. Okay, so we can say that if we are talking about that of the smooth surface, it means when a beam of a light, when it fall on that of the smooth surface student, so it will bounce back to the other direction with the same angle, or in both of the light ray which get reflected, it will get reflected in the same direction, and that is why we are talking about that of the smooth surface. So we can understand the reflection of the light is what? Reflection of light is occur if it is occur in a medium. In a medium it means in the air. If a reflection occur in the air, then light will bounce back in the air itself. Okay, so here we are talking about the reflection of the light in a particular medium. Okay, so if in a air or if in the vacuum also, there also the reflection will occur, but that will be equals to the incidence ray. So here we are talking about in a single medium, not in a two medium student. Here the light ray which is falling on that of an object, it is in the air, it is in a one medium. Either it is in a water or in that of the air. So here we are considering that of the air. Okay, because the reflection is also there is another term, that is refraction, and that refraction occur in a two medium. But here we are talking about in a one medium. So in case of a reflection of light, the reflection occur in a one medium, and what happened there when a beam of light fall on any of the object, in that of the smooth surface particularly, it will allow all the light to bounce back in the other direction, and that is known as the reflection of the light. For example, if we take a mirror, okay, so in case of a mirror student, mirror is what? It is a polished surface. It is a smooth surface. When you see the mirror, what happens? If it is a mirror, this is the back side of the mirror students. This one is the rough surface, the cardboard which is kept there, or the red paint if you have seen in the mirror. So we can understand this is the back side of the mirror. So this one is the front side of the mirror. This is the smooth one. Okay. So if in this smooth surface, you see it's a polished smooth surface in case of a mirror. So when the light ray it falls on its surface, you see it will reflect this light ray. Now the mirror is in the one medium, and that is air. So this beam of light when fall on its surface students, so you see here all the light rays will get reflected in the same direction. So such kind of a bouncing back of the light is known as the reflection of the light. If the light rays get bounced back in the same medium, then we will call it a reflection of the light. Now student, the reflection of the light varies with the material. How it varies with the material? There are some objects which allow all the light to reflect. Okay, so it will make all the lights to get reflect. There are some objects which allows few amount of light to get reflect, and there are objects which do not allow at all the light to reflect. Like if suppose an object, if the beam of a light fall on the glass students, then what will happen? Glass will allow all the light to pass through it, and if it allow all the light to pass through it, then there will be no chance of the reflection, right? Reflection occur if an object do not allow light to pass through it. Okay, so we can understand that in case of a transparent material, rays to reflect. Light rays to reflect. Then in case of a translucent, students, it allows few amount of light to reflect. In case of opaque, all the light rays falls on its surface, gets reflected. Okay, so if it do not allow light rays to reflect, that is a property of the transparent, because it allows all the light to pass through it. While in case of a translucent, it allows few light to pass through it. It means the other amount of a light rays get reflected. Opaque does not allow light to pass through it. It means it allows all the light to be get reflected. So reflection, it varies from the object, from the material to material. Okay.